What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. All right, so breaking news from Friday. What was it, Thursday? Friday. Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested. But if you ask me, the circumstances seem a bit shady. The math ain't mathing, if you know what I mean. So, all right, so listen. For those of y'all that don't know, all right, Gervonta was involved with a hit-and-run accident. And he ended up going to trial and whatnot. And they had the, he ended up going to court. And they went to trial. He was found guilty. But they didn't give him the maximum sentence that they could have. They gave him 90 days, which, in my opinion, is a godsend, especially considering that the judge didn't like Tank already, off the bat, and then they said he was unapologetic. He didn't even apologize to the victim or like anything. And I think it was like all but one of the victims that was involved in this case settled. She was pretty much like, no, fuck that money. I want the maximum penalty. But in any case, they ended up ruling for him to get 90 days, which the judge didn't like. Which I found interesting because, if the judge usually don't like a ruling, they can overrule it and give them whatever they feel that the time is up. But hey, I'm not complaining. But in any case, so Gervonta was sentenced to 90 days house arrest, right? So he was actually staying at his coach's house, Coach Calvin's house. And he said he couldn't go to the gym, and he couldn't do nothing. So now they confined him to Calvin's house because he doesn't have a residence here in Baltimore. Which now that I'm thinking about it, that I might have to consider taking that Pride of Baltimore tag back. No, he's from Baltimore. But all of his primary residence is in Florida. So I'm like, all right. I kind of look at that kind of sideways. I'm like, why are you from Baltimore, but you don't have a residence in the state that you live in? But in any case, that's neither here nor there. So then what ended up happening, because the place that he was confined to is a 1-bedroom. So apparently what happened was that his lawyer and his parole officer had stated that if he wanted to get a bigger place, he could purchase a bigger place and then he could do his house arrest there. And it was already authorized by the judge and everything. But apparently, the judge ain't know shit about this. So he purchased a $4 million condo or penthouse. And once again, which leads me to beg the question, you're a millionaire, why don't you have a residence in your home city? But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube doing these videos. but yeah, so he had so then they said, all right, well, come to find out, they couldn't locate him. So they was like, well, where is he at? They found him in the space that he was not authorized to be in, and they arrested him. Now, you can look at this and say, all right, this is a case of somebody just being dumb or somebody doing something stupid. This was indeed a stupid situation, but you can't fault Tank for this, because this, because we're always taught that it's the lawyer. The lawyer is supposed to do the best thing. That it's supposed to do what's in the best interest for the client, right? So, yeah, this was a case where this lawyer clearly did not have his client's best interest at heart, or maybe he had somebody else's best interest at heart, because this suspiciously sounds like a setup. Because it's like, why would you tell somebody, all right, hey, we got this, we already got this approved. I know it's a little cramped in this space right here, but hey, we got this bigger space approved for you. Because they denied him doing his house arrest in Florida. It was like, no, you were tried and convicted in Baltimore. You're going to do your time in Baltimore. Which, once again, begs the question, why don't you have a residence? There's more than enough affordable houses that he could buy cash, But no, that's for my other channel. That's for another channel. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, no, it's set up. And then for the lawyer and the PO to co-sign it, something's fishy about it. Something fishy suspicious about that. Like, nah. No. So, end result is that Tank got arrested, and he is now going to serve out the rest of his 90 days in jail or prison. But yeah, like, that was stupid. Like, and I understand, like, if it was a case of, all right, it's a small space, it's confining, but like, I don't know. I think this would have been avoided if he just had a residence in Baltimore that he could crash at while he was here training or whatever. But in any case, that's what the situation was. What do you think about this? Put your comments in the comment section down below. Was Tank set up? I think he was, because it's like, you can't misquote a judge, or you can't throw a judge's name in there without some serious consequences. So, like, I don't know. But the one thing about this that I can definitely say, we absolutely know who Tank's next fight should be. Tank's next fight should be his lawyer or his PO. Or, like, to quote Preach from Abbott and Preach, I take one bitch and then I take the other bitch. Oh my God. Like, man, because that is, wow, that's stupid. But yeah, Tank's next move should definitely be to fire his lawyer. Like, man, get somebody from the Cochran firm. Like, man, like, oh my God. Like, that's PO, you can't do nothing about that. They appointed by the city. So, yeah. But in any case, all right, so Tank's going to be spending his next 60 days behind bars. So, all right. Put your comments in the comment section down below. Let's chop it up. My name's Advance. I'm out.